said I wasn't gonna do it, but I did it. I placed another Azure order for the end of 2023. I was not planning on doing that. I was gonna make my last order, which was either October or November, the last one for the year. But you know what? We've been eating through a lot of our stuff. I can't just save everything for the new year and then start eating it. This is a working kitchen, it's a working pantry, and we are eating through and making from scratch meals, at least 2 meals a day, 6 days a week. So I needed to get some things to carry us over, and also there was just some things that I hadn't bought before. This is new to me, and I'm always so excited about that and to share that with you. So let's go through with what I received on our Azure Standard order for December of 2023. By the way, I'm Amanda. This is the Happy Homestead, and I'm glad you're here. Okay, so I just pulled my order up on my phone because I don't usually do this, but I think for this time I'm going to. I really want to show how Azure can work for you, how it works for us, by kind of letting you know what I'm paying for each of these items, and that way you can kind of price compare and shop in your area. Okay, starting right here, it's a little solidified because it's very cold out, but this is 1 gallon of extra virgin olive oil. It's actually organic extra virgin olive oil, cold pressed, 1 gallon. I bought this gallon probably close to a year ago, and I went back and kind of looked to see, what did I pay a year ago? Today, I paid just under $83 for a gallon of olive oil. A year ago, I paid a little less than half, $45 for that gallon. So clearly there's some price increases on olive oil. I still believe that by buying it through the gallon here on Azure, I'm getting a much better price break than if I were to do that elsewhere. And again, I know this is a quality product, but this gallon, $83. Okay, also got 1 gallon of organic coconut oil. This is expeller pressed, 1 gallon. This was only $15. And I know that I can buy coconut oil at Costco for around $15 to $16, but it's probably half, if not less than half of this size. So this was a fantastic deal. We use this for cooking and baking, but I also use these 2 oils mainly for soap making for our family. I got 2 16.9 fluid ounces of the coconut aminos organic. Each one of those was $11.76, so the 2 for the total was just under $24. I don't necessarily know if that, how that price compares in the grocery store. I have a feeling this is less. Again, 16.9 fluid ounces for just under $12. I think in the store it would have been higher. I also got, this is brand new to me, ginger juice. This is organic Ginger People is the brand, ginger juice. It's a 5 fluid ounce jar. This was only $5, and I can't find this in my local grocery store. I'm really excited about this. I'm gonna use it to maybe help flavor some kombucha and make like a gingerade kombucha. I got more tahini. This tahini, which is a very good brand. It's artisanal tahini, raw, organic, 14 ounces. This was $10.48. Another product brand new to me, not only never purchased from Azure, I don't think I've ever purchased this in my life. Blackstrap Molasses, organic. I've just never needed to. I didn't grow up here. I'm in the South, in North Carolina. I didn't grow up here in the South. This was never anything my family had in their pantry when I was growing up. But I bought this for a very particular reason, which I'll share in another video later on. But this was 32 ounces of organic Blackstrap Molasses, just under $8, $7.80. 1 pound of organic fair trade cocoa powder, $6.47. 2 6-ounce jars of organic capers. We love capers with our smoked salmon and cream cheese. And each one of these, this came in a set of 2, excuse me. So 2 of them combined was $7.75. I also got 3 of this organic coconut milk, just plain old coconut milk. And what I love about this is that the ingredients is literally organic coconut, and filtered water. There's no guar gum, stabilizers, preservatives. It's just coconut milk. 3 of these total was just at $9, $9.02. So I think that was a really good deal. 1 pound of ginger, organic yellow ginger, $6.30. Y'all, I think I messed up with this one. I bought 5 pounds of organic all-purpose flour, unbleached. This is something I buy pretty regularly, usually in the 10-pound bags, and this is a 5-pound bag. I think I thought I bought a 10 and I didn't. So 5 pounds was $8.35. That price may not be as low as it could be compared to the grocery stores. If I had bought the 10-pound or higher, I probably would have paid less per ounce. We are out of rice in this house, like totally out of rice. And so I got 5 pounds of organic jasmine brown rice. And this was $16 for 5 pounds of organic brown jasmine rice. I got 2 each 1 pound bags of organic dried cranberries, apple juice infused. What does that mean? That means they are not infused with sugar. Usually dried cranberries have some sort of sugar within them or on them just to make them more sweet. These are infused with actual apple juice concentrate. Each one of these 1 pound packages was $9.31. So this is certainly a higher priced item, but I'm excited to have these just for the kids for snacks or for baking. These next 2 are brand new to me. I don't know that I've ever purchased or eaten either of these ever in my life. The first is 1 pound of organic flame raisins. So normally the traditional raisin that you would see, the common raisin, is a Thompson raisin. These are flame raisins. Totally new, had great reviews. I'm excited to try them out. And the other one was 1 pound of organic Zante, Z-A-N-T-E. Zante currant raisins. So I think these are basically currants. And so the currants, 1 pound was $5.57. The flame raisins was $4.91. Another brand new product to me. Again, I don't know if I've ever purchased this before in my life. Rye, rye wheat berries. I have never really enjoyed rye or baked with rye, let alone purchased it. But this is 5 pounds of organic rye wheat berries. This is not flour. I grind all of my grains on demand for a much healthier and more nutritiously dense flour for our baked goods. 5 pounds of rye was $6.57. Again, organic rye. 2.5 pounds of organic powdered sugar. This is 6X powdered sugar. I think normally you might be able to find it as 10X, but this is 6X organic, 2.5 pounds, $8.43. I got 3 packages or 3 bottles. Each is 32 fluid ounces of the lemon verbena dish soap. I am just about out of dish soap. I love this dish soap. I have bought it in the big gallon jugs as well as these 32 ounce containers. Really not too much of a price difference either way, but those 3, and it came in a package of 3, was $22.10. All right, we're gonna move over here. I got 2 of these Nancy's Organic Probiotic Cottage Cheese. Each one of these was $5.80. And that again is probably high comparatively to the store, but I can't find the Nancy's brand in my stores, and this is our family preference. I also got 1 32 ounce container of the Nancy's whole milk probiotic yogurt. This was $6.13, which I actually do know is quite a good deal for the quality that this is. And my goal is to keep this in the refrigerator as long as I can and use it to kind of culture our own milk and make our own yogurt going forward. I got a 2.5 pound bag of Didini, this pasta. This is an extruded pasta. It's really good for minestrone and other types of soups. And it is one of my kids' favorites shapes of pasta. 2.5 pounds of that, organic, $7.06. These next two things I'm pretty stoked about. This is brand new to us from Azure Standard. Coffee, organic whole bean coffee. This one is a medium roast and this one is a dark roast. So I got one of each, but it's 100% Nicaragua shade grown coffee. And to me, so it's a single source, right? It's 100% from Nicaragua. And it is a shade grown, which is also really good for you because it's less acidic. Shade grown coffee beans are less acidic, which is beneficial for your gut. So 2 pounds, one medium, one dark. I will probably just mix these together in our coffee grinder, but I'm really excited about these. Each one of those 1 pound bags was $12.79. Now again, we have a really good coffee shop not far from here where we live, and I love their coffee beans. However, half a pound of their coffee is like $15. So to know that this is organic shade grown, which theirs isn't, I'm really excited about that deal. I got one bunch of organic celery. Clearly we'll go through this, but in the past I have taken celery that's just on its edge of going bad, and I will chop it and either freeze it, dehydrate it, or freeze dry it, and then I can throw it in soups and stews and casseroles and whatnot. So I only got one of these because we have so much preserved already. This one bunch was $3.55. Okay, this next item is also a first purchase, I think, for us from Azure, especially in this bulk, but I got 38 pounds. Look at this box, y'all. 38 pounds of beautiful organic navel oranges. These are a product of the United States. You may not know that citrus comes into season and comes into its own during the winter months. And so the winter is the perfect time to really stock up on your citrus and preserve it in a variety of ways, as well as for fresh eating. But we got 38 pounds of these bad boys for $68.50. That came to $1.50 a pound. I cannot buy organic navel oranges for $1.50 a pound where I am. I've got some really big hopes for these guys. Again, I will share in a new video, something we've never done before, but I'm really excited to try. Over to this side of the kitchen, I got some delicata squash. This is 5 pounds, and I got 6 of these. Now, there's a couple that have some brown spots and don't look too great, so I will make sure we eat those first. But these 5 pounds of organic delicata were $7.85. I've got more onions. I got 10 more pounds of organic yellow onions. I had bought 40 pounds, I think either in my last order or my second to last order. And we're still working through that, but I could already tell I was going to need more to get through the winter season. And so these 10 pounds of onions were $16.75. I've got 20 pounds of organic yellow potatoes. These are 5 pound bags. I got 4 each. The total for the 20 pounds was $31.80. We go through quite a few potatoes, especially in the winter cooler months. And so I imagine that 20 pounds plus we have 10 pounds from our last order left. So 30 pounds will absolutely get us through the next probably 90 to 120 days. This, so exciting, such a great deal. I don't even have to look to see what I paid. This is 20 pounds of organic Danjo pears. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Danjo. I don't think it's Danjo, but I actually think that's quite funny. I'm gonna call them Danjo. So 20 pounds of the organic Danjo pears. You are not gonna believe what I paid for this. Nope. Lower. $20. $1 a pound for the organic pears. And certainly we're going to keep some of these for fresh eating, but I plan to preserve these for use and just kind of snacking on and eating throughout the winter. I'll tell you that they're obviously cold. They're very cold because the truck is kept cold. They're kept in a refrigerated truck. They're pretty hard, which is great. So I don't want them to come to me all ripe, right? I need a couple of days to figure out what I'm gonna do. So it's something that you can be aware of too. I got 4 pounds, 2-pound bags of organic limes. And that total for the 4 pounds was $7.57. I also got 4 pounds of organic lemons, 2-pound bags of organic lemons, and they were $15.50 for those 4 pounds. I did buy some organic chicken thighs. I love Mary's. This is the Mary's organic chicken thighs that I purchased. And I got 3 packages. Each package is just a little over a pound. And from what I have found, each package contains approximately 3 chicken thighs. It's sold as 3 1-pound packages, but I'm looking at the packages. One's 1.34, 1.21, 1.14. So a little over 3.5 pounds. And that was $31 for the organic chicken thighs. This is my second time purchasing these. This is a case of 12 organic mushrooms and stems. They're sliced. These are delicious and I love throwing them in just about everything. I find that about 2 cases, so total of 24 jars, lasts us an entire year. That 1 case of 12 is $26.54. So certainly probably not the cheapest for organic mushrooms, but the ones in the store I don't think are organic. And my pride and joy, which if you've been following along on any of our Azure Standard hauls, you know this is a family favorite, Nancy's sour cream. We buy this by the case. There's 6 in a case. It is organic probiotic sour cream, and it is the best sour cream you will ever have, hands down. You've got to just trust me on it, and you've got to try it for yourself. It is so delicious. And again, I can't find the Nancy products in our local stores. So those 6 16-ounce containers were $19.04. That's it for the Azure Standard order of December 2023. Like I said I wasn't gonna do it, but I'm glad I did. I've got some great things to get us through the next 3 to 4 months. And just as in the years past, I've participated in the 3 Rivers Challenge with Jessica from 3 Rivers Homestead. I will be doing that again come January 1st, and I'm so excited to do so. If you are unfamiliar with that, be sure to hit subscribe because you're going to see me share all kinds of meals and what we make with all of this delicious food that I've gotten from Azure, food that I've gotten from local farms, and food that we've grown and preserved ourselves. The whole point of the challenge is to use what you have and not go to the store. Use what you have, save money, eat more healthfully, and feel good about everything you're doing. If Azure Standard is a new concept to you, click the link down below in the show notes where you can learn all kinds of things all about Azure and find the closest drop to you. There are drop points all over the continental United States where you can sign up, find out where your local one is. There is no contract to join. There is no membership. There is no fee. You pay as you order. So you order when you want. There is no minimum. You order what you want, you order when you want. It's so simple, and you get to opt out of the grocery store and big food. I gotta go put all of this away now. So I will see you soon. Stay healthy, stay well. Bye-bye.